In this video, we glaze some of my metallics, and we start working on a little bit of a heat effect. Alright, we've already got base coats down for our metallics here on the power supply backpack thingy, but I want to do some shading and some highlighting. So this is the original tone that I used, and I'm going to use this for the shade on the top. I'm going to use non-oil for the shade on the domey thing. And then for both of those first highlights, I'm going to use some Runefang steel. And then for the final highlight way up on the top, I'm going to use some Stormhouse silver. And I'm going to attempt to mix in some glaze medium with everything except the non-oil and actually glaze some metallics. So the non-oil consistency is actually pretty close to a glaze already. So I just wicked a bunch of it off, and I'm doing kind of the bottom third of the dome. And then I'm going to grab that Runefang steel, which I guess is the first highlight, and we're going to do that along the top of the dome, like so. And I'm going to go to my original base coat and glaze downward on this top vent a little bit, and that will be my shade on here. And after that, I'm going to grab that Runefang steel, or the first highlight, and I'm going to glaze that towards the very top of this upper vent. And then I'm going to repeat that process a bunch of times. And then after that's dry, I'm going to come back. I'm going to glaze the Stormhouse silver on the very, very top of the vent. So after I got this portion done, things went haywire with my camera, and we just hit daylight saving, and I'm kind of brain dead. I'm getting a little sick. So I was a little slow this morning. I thought that I turned off the recording and moved the camera, but I didn't. I just moved the camera and the recording was still going. And from the rest of the morning, when I thought I was turning the camera on, I was actually turning it off. And when I was turning it off, I was actually turning it on. So here's a couple shots of me glazing that Stormhouse silver up on the top, and I completely lost like everything of me working on the heat effect. And it's, I guess, kind of funny looking back at it now, but I lost a bunch of junk, and this video is all screwed up. I did reinforce the wash inside of the vents, and I intended to do this off camera because I was backwards. I actually recorded it. So there goes, there's that. There you go. Got some shading on the metallics, and I did try to do a heat effect on the underneath of the vents, and it wasn't really coming out, so I'm going to play with it a little bit more. But as far as the contrast on the actual metallic bits, I am happy with it. And I am ready to move on and make a video that actually shows all the things that I'm doing.